Azok vizet.
This way.
Hello, Gary.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
Mi újság, srácok? Lányok? Fiúk, lányok? Kezdjük a kis gamét. Kövessük Sebastiant.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Egy kastélyba kell bemenni.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we
Opa.
haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Apuka az harcos.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Na most...
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
Vagy mi? Mi az a nephew?
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have.
Kell gyógyítania.
My nephew thinks he knows better than the
Rokonát.
healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir.
Átváltoztatták
Sebastian is
valamivé.
single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there
Ja
is a cure,
nővérét.
he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her
Utána
hope
veszik
is
körül.
cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Nem szimpéz csávó. Unokaöcsi.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth-year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts.
Lesselgetik
But
a
I wouldn't mind
Roxfordot.
being in
Milyen jó
Feldcroft,
volt.
really, if it wasn't so dreary now. between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not...
Sebastian
Régi
mentioned something
emlékek.
about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon, they both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian
mágiát nem
cannot
lehet
take away my
megtörni.
pain. Perhaps you can
megtörjük,
help him to
gondolod?
understand that.
I'll do my best.
Ennyi.
I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Mindenki romon van.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I
Első
apologize for
kézből
my
tudtuk
uncle.
meg, hogy mivel van dolga.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry.
Mindig mérges.
He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing...
I refused. I miss my sister.
Ez jó quest amúgy.
And I'm going
Eddig
to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Az első komolyabb amúgy.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Átkozták el a nagynénit.
How much longer are we expecting to
Ranger.
dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Protego!
There's a death whistle in my
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Protego! Confringo!
You won't get away with that.
Azt a...
That was unimpressive. You've made your last mistake.
Gyere, tesó.
I'll cut you from shoes to shadow. Such
Protego!
arrogance. No! One less human to worry about.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso!
Too slow. You almost had
Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I won't.
Accio!
Why don't you come? Regret coming here.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Far from
I've been fighting here before you were.
I
Erős
confess,
lett a...
that was a bit more than I
Karakter
bargained
miután-
for. I tried to warn you.
ruhákat erősítettük.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, An icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here. And it's like...
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Na nézzünk
They
szét a
seem to have set
kastélyba.
up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at
Revelio.
itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, over here. Do you think
Jó
that this was
reggelt.
damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Valahol már láttuk ezt a tájat. De hol?
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who?
Ja, igen.
What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Jó.
Why bother
Kurva
blocking a
sad.
stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Expelliarmus!
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Expelliarmus!
Bla bla bla.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Végén kiderül, hogy ez az Isidóra, ez a Sebastiannak a testvére. És nagynénje. Nem néztem még meg. De majd megnézem. Csak már aludtam, mikor küldted. Ma lefeküdtem. 9-kor.
Revelio.
Szia! Explore the cellar. Mit exploroljak itt? Igen, már jobb. Igen. Köszönöm kérdésed.
Confringo.
Hamarosan megnézem, Dani. Sziasztok! Mi újság? Explore the cellar.
Revelio.
A Riperiót akartam berakni.
Confringo. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Na. Oh, Dani, köszi.
I know it sounds strange, but
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair enough.
Ez jó arc ez a
I can see the
Sebastian.
Undercroft through this stone wall,
Nem
as
gondoltam
though it's
volna,
a
pedig
window.
nem volt szimpi az elején.
This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood.
Senkinek
Well
nem
then,
mondjuk el.
invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
És most bemegyünk a tükörbe. Visszadták az akkumutomat amúgy. Úgyhogy majd mehet. De ma nem tudom, hogy játszok el. Kodot.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Hiányzik a falról.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note.
Vág az eszed.
Let's have a look.
Fasz ez. Köszi.
Anything helpful in the note?
Hát kurvára nem.
A rune symbol.
Ja,
I've seen
te
similar
tudod.
symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all
Ősmágiával
means.
megátkozták akkor a
But now
nagynénit.
I need to see Ominous. Don't worry. I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this.
Igen, jól
My
vagyok.
head's an utter mess.
Minden szuper. Köszönöm.
But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Na most akkor megnézzük, hogy hogyan kötődik a közös szobához ez a kép. És vissza kell menni Roxfordba. És már megint ezt csinálja velem a játék, figyeld. Van a main quest, és level 16-osnak kell lenni. És mennyi vagyok? 15-ös, egy izén. Ezt a Avada Kedavrát, ezt kirakjuk. Dealing damage to cursor. Oké. Level 22-től. Jó, mindegy, megölünk pár állatot. Aztán megkapjuk a szintet. Most innen csak ki tudok teleportálni? Ja. Hát jó. Akkor menjünk egy kicsit az erdőbe.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Confringo!
Ja. Ezt, hogyha elkapjuk, és táskába elrakjuk a békát, akkor kapunk XP-t. Bazd
Do
meg.
cooperate, won't you?
Ez is nehéz, mert elfut. Nem veszi észre. Láthatatlan. Bum! Megvagy.
Everything's
Egy
all
batyú
right now.
béka. Na még egyet. 30 expet, ez az elég jó.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
És még mindig kell. Hova lett a harmadik? Egy batyú béka. Régi szép idők, mi Geri? Hol van? Hát esküszöm, nem látom. Itt van.
I'll look after you.
Szuper. Na, és meg is vagyunk 16-os.
I already have the wormwood. What about the shrivel figs? Bet you don't have the porcupine quills.
Kellett várni, hogy este legyen.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Jó.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Nézzük a csillagokat. Óriási.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't?
És teleszkópunk.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need
Tehát
it?
ezzel csinálom.
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my
Revelio.
stargazing as long as I could.
Ott van a
Not as good that is.
teleszkóp.
How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Confringo!
A pristine night for stargazing.
Do not let it be. The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find...
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Na, segítünk neki, és megmutatja utána, hogy kell használni a teleszkópot.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cow. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
Csillagászati tábla. Asztal.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Confringo!
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh
Look,
no,
there's a
not this
table.
close to school, I mean.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Vidics. Hogy kell használni?
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precise...
According to an...
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Kell használni. Nem mondja senki.
Revelio.
Na jó. Hogyan használjuk ezt a szart? Teleszkóp. És most? Oh.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure...
Nagyon jó. Találj csillagászati táblákat. Na, asztalokat. Ezzel is bővült most a repertoár. Ismét. Level 17, tehát most sem enged előrébb. Kisebb a szintünk, gyorsabban haladunk, mint a játék gondolná.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Be included.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret script. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right.
Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Az jó. Cruciatus. Ez az, amikor zsinozzák az embert.
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more, I'll remind him of... Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Na, most mi van? Yeah. Semmit nem kaptam. Dueling girls. Nézzük csak. Köszönöm.
Protego! Ez a Midnight After Dark. Hol? Jó legyen ez. Hogy csináljuk ezt akkor? Még nem tudunk hova menni. 1500 méterre van. Jó messze. Jó, hogy elmentettük ezt a fast travel pointot.
always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ezt még megcsinálom. Ezt a questet, srácok, aztán léptem.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Potato! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Is that Inferius wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Varázslat. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Varázslat's woolly jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Ó, ez jó expet adott most. Hova kell menni? Elmondjuk a nőnek, hogy nincs már meg a férje. Csóró.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Ja, tesója.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No.
Sad news.
I'm truly sorry. I wish...
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph!
My
dear brother!
Jól néz ki. Jó van. Egyelőre ennyi.
My sincerest gratitude.
Majd leszek még. Köszi, hogy benéztetek.